Hi there guys and welcome to the greatest Royal Rumble predictions by myself, Dan3HitU, and Active Life Dan.
How's it going, guys?
So, we're just going to kick off straight away. There is no pre-show, so we're not going to do any intro either, other than the fact that all the points are on screen and also the rules are on screen as well. So the first match we've got is Cedric Alexander, the current Cruiserweight champion. I was going to say light heavyweight then, but it's not even that, is it? It's Cruiserweight champion versus Kalisto. I'm Cedric, I'm pinfall. That's all that's happening.
Yeah, same for me, buddy. I mean, I can't see Kalisto getting it for any particular reason at the minute, especially with Cedric going through all of that, what was it, I forgot what you call it now, the Eliminator sort of thing,
Yeah.
I did for the last one. But yeah, Cedric all the way on this one. Simple, clean pin.
He's a good talent. They need to keep the belt on him, and if Neville does come back, them two need to have like a very long feud, because them two could put on some brilliant matches.
Yeah, Cedric can, obviously he puts a good match over, so I think, if they can start getting a bit more broader talent into the Cruiserweight division, I think
Yes.
it makes it interesting. I mean, with Mustafa Ali, I think the match was top notch, to be fair, so we'll see how it goes, really. But yeah,
I
Cedric
agree.
on this one.
Alright, okay, so we're going to move on to the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. The Miz, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Sammy Joe. Who's your money on and why?
It's a tricky one, this one, because I mean, the ladder match itself kind of screams, high flying, energetic, that kind of thing. So you've got obviously the Miz, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, but then you've got Samoa Joe, which is in the mix. He's probably just going to be pure power, a bit of devastation, that kind of thing. He normally is.
There'll be a big spot involving Samoa Joe and a ladder.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, to be fair. I'd hope to see Joe do some good spots. So, but I think on this one, I'm going to say Seth's going to retain. I'd like to see Samoa Joe get the belt to take it to SmackDown. Obviously the Miz can feud for it at some point, because we all know it's his title. He loves it. So.
He does. He
I'd
genuinely
like to say,
made it relevant.
In this one, I really wouldn't mind any of them winning it.
I agree.
But I'd like to see Seth or maybe Finn take it further. But yeah, Seth for me on this one.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Seth obviously winning by the only way possible, which is obviously getting the belt. But unless they have bigger plans for Seth, I don't see any reason for him to drop the belt, unless they're going to push him into the main event scene again. But I haven't read any reports saying that. So I wouldn't say he's wasted in an IC belt, because I think he's got the ability to have a really good reign. But I don't know what we do with Roman Reigns after this event. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because obviously I've read a few reports that are suggesting that Samoa Joe might actually pick up this Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Then obviously continue his feud with Reigns when Reigns gets the Universal. Samoa eventually gets both the Universal and the Intercontinental.
Wow.
It's a rumour. Obviously it's quite far-fetched, but apparently that's what people reckon might happen. But I'd be happy with any of the the guys in this one. But yeah, Seth Rollins for me. Nice and clean, to be honest.
I actually agree with you, right? When I'm watching this, I don't care who wins out of these four, because they're all really good. They all deserve this belt. They've all, sorry, not deserve. They all have earned this belt.
Yeah.
But I'm for the pick. We're going Seth Rollins.
Indeed, yeah. That's the thing. I think with this match, it's going to be entertaining. That's the thing. I think it's going to be the most entertaining match on the card. Unless, obviously AJ and Shin can knock it out of the park this time.
I think this match might kick the show off.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, it'd be a good way to start the thing anyway. But Seth Rollins, mate. I think it's
all right. We'll move on to the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. You've got Usos versus Bludgeon Brothers. Who you got and why? And what type of method? Sorry, like pin, submission, count out, DQ. What's your picks?
I think for this one, to be honest, I think it's going to be the Bludgeon by DQ. I think they're trying
Just going to say that.
I think they're trying to showcase that the Bludgeon Brothers on their own aren't that good. They can be distracted quite easily, which we saw obviously in SmackDown. But like I say, I think together the Bludgeon Brothers are getting pushed a bit more, to say that they're more brutal
Yep.
when they're together. So I think it is going to be the bludgeon. I don't think it's going to be a straight clean pin. Obviously, the heels. So I think they're going to be using them hammers at some point, unfortunately. But I think it'll be a good match.
All right, I'm gonna go Bludgeon Brothers, but I'm gonna go for a pinfall just to be a bit different. I was originally gonna go DQ. If I'd have gone first, I would have said DQ, but because you've gone it, I'll just go pinfall.
I kind of wonder with this one. Obviously, if the Usos lose it again, is that it for him in this title run? Because obviously this is the rematch, I think, in the last one. Or
Yeah, but you could say that about Roman Reigns. He lost completely clean at WrestleMania. Yeah, he's still somehow got a match when it makes no sense. There's no storyline purpose for him to have a rematch. But
yeah, I think that's the tricky thing with this. Obviously, the Greatest Royal Rumble, we're kind of thinking as though these matches are going to go the way they should. But don't forget, this is just a random pay-per-view that's come about. It may not have anything to do with the storylines, to be fair.
Exactly.
Pick whoever they want to pick. So,
like a glorified house show.
Yeah, exactly. That's it exactly. So, but yeah, Bludgeon Brothers for me, DQ.
All right. Moving on to the next tag team match. Obviously, the Raw ones. You've got the Bar versus I'm going to call them the Wokeners because
We are the Bar.
I don't know of a name for them. So I'm going Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, and I'm also going to say Cesaro and Sheamus split up after this match. Pinfall, by the way. Pinfall.
Okay, so I think, obviously we discussed it before. I'd like to see Cesaro and Sheamus win this one, but only because I think, they can go back on Raw then. Don't know if that's the case. But, obviously I think with the current storyline with Bray Wyatt and Matt, apparently there's rumours that there's going to be another walking warrior added to them to become a stable maybe, but... yeah, I don't mind it, to be honest. Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy are quite fun. They're entertaining, to be honest. I think this kind of work and stuff has kind of saved Bray Wyatt, to be fair. So, I wouldn't mind them winning it. As for winning the titles, will they keep? Yeah, it is for the titles, isn't it? So,
it is.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. I'm going to stick with them.
Pinfall submission? Clean pin.
They don't have submissions, though, do they?
No, I don't think so.
No, clean pin on this one then, mate. I think there's going to be a few spots, Wonderful.
Oh, there'll be a lot of that.
Yeah,
so,
Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy, clean pin.
Alright, we'll move over to T'other Hardy. We've got Jeff versus the Roadmap. That is Jinder Mahal. Who have you got? Why and what method?
Obviously, we had a little bit of a discussion beforehand, so I think
we did.
Given where they are, I think they're pushing Jeff Hardy's solo run, aren't they? So I think Jeff Hardy's going to keep it. Obviously, United States is still on SmackDown. Obviously, if Jinder won it, he could take it back to Raw, which then obviously would indicate Samoa or The Miz winning the Intercontinental and taking that to SmackDown. But I just can't see it. I think Jeff Hardy's going to keep it on this one.
I do. How do you think he's winning?
DQ. Jinder Mahal. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Jeff Hardy wins by disqualification.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Like, right, Jeff Hardy is definitely winning this match.
I mean, he won clean.
Do you know what? He's going to win by count out.
Okay. But I mean, he won clean, didn't he, on Raw?
He did.
Took the title clean.
Jeff's going to win by count out. That's my pick.
Count out. Yeah, it could happen. But yeah, so I'll go with Jeff Hardy by disqualification.
Alright. So, we're moving on to Shinsuke Nakamura versus Edge Styles for the WWE title. Who have you got, why, and how are they winning?
Me speak no English.
How racist was that promo by
that was
whoever gave him that to say needs sacking? They do.
Yeah, but they've obviously put it across to him. I think they've had it okayed by Vince. Vince seems, even though not a lot of people like him, I think he's obviously gone to Nakamura and said, "Look, we want to say this. I think it'd be funny. The crowd would laugh."
Yeah.
And the crowd did laugh. They loved it. And I think that's the thing at the end of the day. Regardless, it was racist. Regardless, it was very, very,
very xenophobic.
Yeah, it was expected from a guy that can't speak English.
Yes,
very well. But as I say, it works fine, especially with the type of heel character he's going for. Did you enjoy his new intro music?
Loved it. I can't wait for the fans to start chanting the entire song.
Little bit of Japanese rap in there and everything.
If the fans can sing along to that, it's going to be great. I'm expecting everyone on Raw in the crowd to know all the words.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be on SmackDown. Sorry.
I think AJ is dropping on this one.
Right.
That's just how it's going to be on this one. I think
that's what I was thinking, but I'm not so sure. I'm gonna. Do you know what?
I think it'd be good if you go AJ Styles.
I am going AJ Styles via disqualification.
Do you reckon a low blow?
Yep.
Again?
Ref sees the low blow this time.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
AJ Styles to pull a Eddie Guerrero and fake a low blow.
Oh, that would be good. Or he hits Nakamura with a low blow and gets away with it and gets a pinfall.
Who knows? Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I'll say I think it'd be a good time for AJ to drop the belt to Shin.
I agree.
Think it'd be good for Shin to then take the belt as a heel, but so I'll say Shinsuke is going to win with dirty tactics.
I'm going to say AJ wins by DQ, so basically Nakamura gets disqualified.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Alright. We're going to move on to the hottest match of the card. We've got The Undertaker versus Rusev in a casket match. Mm-hmm. Taker, should we move on?
It's just stupid, isn't it?
Really? It is. Let's not even get into it because we all know Rusev doesn't deserve this. Granted, it's a match with the Undertaker, which is fair enough, but
I mean,
he knows his jobbing. That's the thing.
The problem we've got is the same thing that happened to Cena. The Undertaker will not last longer than 5 minutes with Rusev.
Yeah.
Therefore, is it going to be an instant squash?
You don't think Elias comes out to you and helps Rusev put Taker in a casket?
Who knows? That there could be a curveball. That's the thing. If WWE want to do it right, they will get some kind of distraction.
Yep.
And that's the best way for the Undertaker to take a loss is by having 2 versus 1 somehow.
I agree.
I don't know what the rules are for a casket match. I know obviously you got to get in the casket and close
basically it's no DQ. Anyone can come in. Anything goes. The only way of winning is by putting someone in the casket and closing the lid.
I think if Aiden English gets involved, Rusev's definitely losing.
Yep.
If we see Elias or anybody else join in, potentially Rusev could take the win.
Yep.
But
Taker. Yeah, we're both going with Taker.
Easy. Yep, indeed.
So we have, in my opinion, the biggest 50-50 match on the card. You've got John Cena versus Triple H. Who have you got and why? Obviously, the winner is going to be by pinfall, obviously. Yeah. But
see, the problem you've got is we don't know how the fans are going to react to either of them.
Yep.
Who do they love in Saudi Arabia? Who knows? I haven't really looked it up, but I'm going to stick with my gut on this one and think Cena's going to take the loss again. I think he's, for some reason, he's deciding he can be squashed, he can take a loss, he can be kicked out of Royal Rumbles, he can be,
Yeah.
I don't know what Cena's motive is at the minute, and I think he's kind of playing against that. Whoever goes against Cena loses. That's it. So I think it's a good thing, but I'm going to stick with Triple H on this one. I think he's going to take the win.
Right. I'm personally going to go John Cena wins by pinfall. Okay. That's my pick. I don't have any preference as to why. Yep. My only thing is it's a nothing match. There's no storyline in it. It's simply just for the fans. So I'm thinking the babyface wins.
Okay, I'm going to go Triple H. Triple H by DQ.
Alright, cool. So, moving on to we're going to go with the Royal Rumble first. Still hasn't been announced if this means anything at all. No mention of if they get a title shot or anything like that. Literally nothing at all. So is it just a Royal Rumble for fun, or Does anyone get any bonus pay, or what happens? They haven't announced anything at all. I've literally just checked.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and I mean, obviously we've got.
Because in my head, I have two different winners. Because if it doesn't mean anything, you can give it to anyone. But if it does mean they're going to get a title shot, you have to pick someone that's, a top tier talent. You can't go and give the win to Xavier Woods, can you?
I'm looking at I'm looking at the news for it, and obviously Bray Wyatt's not in it now. Kane's not in it. Big Show's not in it. So, I mean, do we go for the obvious of being Bryan?
If it doesn't mean anything, I would go with Daniel Bryan. If it means they're getting a title shot, I would go Braun Strowman.
I mean, Rey Mysterio got announced 2 days ago for it.
He got announced for it 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
It
24th of April. Rey
genuinely
Mysterio.
Could even be Rey Mysterio then. Do
Rey
you know what? It could be
Mysterio,
Shane McMahon.
Great
If it doesn't mean anything, do you know what? I'm having Great Khali.
Aleister Black's in it.
I'm going Great Khali. Oh wait, no, don't they have a Saudi Arabian guy in NXT?
Don't know, but don't forget it says WWE also stated that at least one of the winners of the WWE tryout in Saudi Arabia will enter it as well.
They're gonna win it.
Do you think they're gonna have the home?
Yeah, maybe. Do you know what? No, I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna go Shelton Benjamin.
All right, okay. I'm gonna go with.
So whoever picks the winner, or do you want to do top 3, wins 10 points.
What? 10 points?
Correct.
So we have to pick 3 people to be in the top 3, and whoever gets
Either
the most
winner,
in the top 3.
Whoever gets the winner, or can do it top 3.
Right, okay. So just to clarify, I pick 3 people, and if one of them wins, I get 10 points.
Correct.
Is that what you said?
Correct. That is the one. I'm happy with that.
Right, okay. You pick your 3 first.
Okay. I'm going to go with SmackDown's Daniel Bryan.
Okay, smart choice.
I'm going to go with Shelton Benjamin.
Smart choice.
And I'm going to go with the winner of the tryout.
Alright, okay. My 3. Daniel Bryan. Braun Strowman. And the Big Show.
Big Show's not in it.
He will, mate.
He got removed.
What? When?
Yeah, he says on here, he said he was removed along with Kane.
Oh.
They were originally in the match, but they've been removed, so...
Alright, I'm going to go with Adrian Cien Almas, who's just joined SmackDown, I think. Almas. Is he in it?
He's not being announced for it, but
do you know what? I'm picking him anyway. I don't care if he's not in it. I don't care.
I mean, I think it'd be a good choice for him to be in it, especially if he's just come up to the main roster.
Yeah.
You know, I think it'd be a good choice. You see, that Braun Strowman's throwing me off now because he's a beast. Obviously, we all know that. Why he wouldn't win it, I don't know. Maybe they all just gang up on the bastard. So.
All right, so that's my 3.
Correct.
We're going to move on to the main event. Are you ready? We have Brock Lesnar versus Samoan Badass.
Yep.
Roman Reigns. Who have you got? And what is the method of victory?
Okay, so we're going to go Roman Reigns.
You're trolling, right?
By joining up with Paul Heyman.
Do you know what? I might even add Dean Ambrose to my Greatest Royal Rumble picks. Is he in it?
Dean Ambrose has been not announced yet.
Do you know what? It don't matter. I'm having whoever I said. So the main event. Oh, what do you think closes the show? The Rumble or the title match?
It makes sense for the Rumble.
All right. Okay. Right. I'm going with Lesnar.
Yeah, I think Lesnar's the obvious choice, mate. You know what I mean? I watched trolling earlier, by the way. So, yeah, Lesnar. You said it before. I think you said that he's there till May. No reason.
Oh no! Wait.
Now. Backlash, maybe.
Wait. They could really do that. They could really do a really simple win for Reigns here. What they do is they have Roman climbing out the cage, and then they have Lesnar going to the door. He opens the door. Heyman slams the door shut on Lesnar,
causing him the loss.
Causing him the loss.
But then does that confirm Reigns as a heel, or does Reigns just become surprised, and then that's when Heyman tries to turn him?
Probably comes surprised, and then Reigns ends up, I don't know, Superman punching him in about 2 weeks' time.
Paul Heyman puts his hand out
Yeah.
to shake his hand, and then that's it. Boom.
Then they think, I tell you what, this is going to get Reigns over. We'll have him turn his back on Heyman. Do you know what? No, I don't care. I'm going to go with
that, you know.
You're going to steal my idea.
As a fantasy, sort of like, I don't really care. Don't forget, you need the points to catch up. So
yeah, all right, rub it in.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to say Roman Reigns wins with help from Paul Heyman.
All right, I'm going to go Lesnar wins by I don't even care how he wins. He's just winning.
He's just winning.
He's just winning.
Like
He's winning by. I don't even know. Are they allowed to pin in there, or what? Do you know what? He's winning by. He's not going to climb out the cage, is he? That's the thing. Lesnar's not going to climb out, is he? He's going to win by pinfall, isn't he?
But that's the tricky thing, isn't it? Really, I think it's
Why has Reigns even got a match?
But the thing is, though, you can win via pinfall or submission.
Right, Lesnar's winning by pinfall.
So, cool. Sounds good.
If he's not, I'm cancelling my network subscription. If Reigns wins, I'm officially cancelling my subscription. So there you go. That will conclude our greatest Royal Rumble picks.
Yep.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Our names are above or below our heads. We'll be watching the pay-per-view live. It is tomorrow, 5 p.m. UK time. I believe 10 a.m. or 9 a.m.
Yeah, 9 a.m. East Pacific time.
Pacific
and then
time.
12 p.m. Eastern time.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Dan. So thank you all very, very much for watching, and we will see you very soon.
Catch you later, guys.